Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, so let's have a basic understanding of what theater is. To you, what's theater?
Well, to me, theater is life. For academic purpose or for understanding purpose, you can either want to define theater as a space where a play is happening or where a theater is happening. But theater can also be more like a material, more like a live performance, a drama, a play, a music, concert. So you can also define it as that.
So theater is not just the stage play that we all know theater to be.
No, theater is not.
Can be music.
Just, theater is arts, generally art. Anything that has to do with performance that is live. So that's why it is theater. But a lot of people mix up theater with drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Drama is the one that is the play that happens. But then when it comes to theater, theater is encompassing.
Okay. So let's now come down to you. Why have you chosen stage play? I mean, you could have gone into directing, into documentary and all other beautiful things.
I think it's just about interest. Yeah, a lot of people used to say passion. Yeah, well, along the line, you can own it to become a passion. But it was naturally interest for me. I mean, I like when I'm doing things and people are applauding me. Right from a child, I like being the center of attraction.
Why did they get king like that?
Actually, you don't say the normal way. I say, now he was play as drunkard. Now, why did they talk say useless? But I don't want me to play as drunkard, I'm a generic.
Okay, now, so let's talk about stage play generally. How do you collaborate with people? I mean, home videos have made it now so familiar with that. People don't even want to look at the theater side again. They just want to watch Netflix, Prime Video, and all other streaming apps. They don't want to watch the live performance again. So how do you ensure sustainability? How do you gain audience? How do you collaborate with people talking about stage play?
Well, I think right from inception of theater itself, theater has always had competitions with other forms of arts. Like generally, theater has always had competition. I mean, if you look at the Greece era, if you look at the English, that's the England theater. If you look at Africa itself generally, when they say a play is happening somewhere, there's another activity that is also competing with theater.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It is not now that competition started for theater. But in this case now, where we now have the advent of technology, streaming platforms, digital mediation, it's been very, very difficult, trust me, because number one, there are a limited number of people who are engaging in this art as a business, like theater generally. Before you find 5 theater producers, you have seen almost 100 film producers.
Directors all
over. So it's been hard, but like I told you, my journey didn't start yesterday. So it's something I really love, and for every opportunity that I get, I always want to do theater. Oh yeah, let's go. Hey, light time. Light yellow day.
How do you get your talent, your acts? I mean, it's when I came in and I saw people trooping in, I was like, wow, so people are really interested in this thing.
What's going on?
Mark your balance here. You will this way, I'm kill. Call for audition, you can reach out to people personally.
But then, you do call for auditions?
Not anymore. I don't do auditions anymore.
So how do you not get these people?
But then people now who have interests and maybe have been motivated by the way I have been consistent with what I do my thing, and is also what they want to do. They begin to reach out. I mean, you see people who just enter into my DM and say, boss, how far? I hear say you want to do play, I'll be actor too.
So people reach out to you?
Yeah, definitely. Twitter, Instagram. So people reach out, and because it's what I want to do, I also want to have an empire where there will be actors' performance here and there. It becomes easy. So when they come in, I see what they have, and I feel like, oh, this matches with what I want to do.
So how do you, when you talk about seeing what they have, is there like there are some things you look out for? I mean, this is just me now. Can you just look at me and say, there's something in you that will make you qualify to perform on stage?
Well, to be one of my performers, the most important thing is actually interest.
What if I lie to you that I have an interest?
You can lie, but when the time for the work starts, you will know. But like I said, the first step is the interest, because if you don't have interest, you won't reach out to me. So when you reach out and I feel that, oh, this person has interest, you meet us where we do what we do, just like what we're doing now. So that means before they arrive, the first thing we see you doing is coming with these things more like we on Kogo yeah, latoke to set them here.
I saw people rehearsing lines and go. So is this also what you do, or what is the process like?
From audition to maybe inviting actors and readily existing actors in the production house before, we just go straight to the next thing, which is the rehearsal process.
Okay.
We fix the rehearsal based on people's schedule, and depending on
schedule.
yeah. And
how easy is that?
Well, I mean,
because I mean our schedule can't be the same. You might have
when
something.
you get into the theater, there's how we always bring everybody's schedule to eventually align, because it's just a matter of conversation. Does 1 o'clock work for you? Does 2 o'clock work for you? So if we have the highest percentage that 2 p.m. works for a particular day,
okay,
we'll go with 2 p.m.
How is the marketing like? I mean, we know that if the ordinary market, say people know the buy again, people know the patronize. Now let's talk about stage play marketing. It's something I'm new to, and I would like you to like shed light on it.
Well, marketing generally is a difficult thing, but now marketing something that is not a popular, so it's a major thing. But then you know how people can be. I don't want to buy rice because it is rice.
Not because it is expensive.
Yeah, I might probably buy rice because it's ShopRite. I might probably buy rice because it's Chicken Republic. I might probably buy rice because it's coming from Captain Cook, you know. Now, what I had to do was to build the craft around me. I'm a naturally shy person, no? I don't like talking.
I won't believe that. I won't believe.
Because over the years, I mean, there for some 2-4 years that I was in plays and nobody was hearing about it.
Wow.
Why? Because I was just majorly focused on creating stage plays. But then on the movement, I began to learn that if I do it and I don't tell people about it, I'm bringing myself out of my shell. I started becoming the face of the brand. I started meeting people, telling people every time. So even if I'm telling you about my play, the first thing I'm even doing is not telling you to come and buy tickets.
Okay.
Just come. So that's for some 1 year. The moment I see you, I just tell you, come, I have a play coming. So that way it was easier because you're not bringing out money. We're enjoying what they were saying. So it becomes a lot easier to say, yeah, I want to pay for this. Yeah, that's where the consistency comes in. I know everything
about
the theater, about stage play. I know everything that I can do that can help me skyrocket it to become mainstream and begin to compete digital platform. Then the resource
not there yet.
It's not there, because if I want to hire a firm now and say, okay, I have a play coming up and I want you to be the one advertising this project, the media will generally take it because the money is there. The TV houses, the radios will be playing your jingle, the billboards, you know.
So should we say, like, generally, even apart from you, other stage play directors, producers, should we say they don't also have the resource or they don't have the funds? Because we really hear about this stage play live performance.
No, I won't say that. I won't say that because, you know, one of the things that is different between these industries now is that this film industry that you are looking at has a community.
Yes.
And has a body that is functioning, you know, like for a reason they are functioning. Whether you like it or not, you either become a part of Nollywood or say you are not Nollywood. Every film person shall know you see that's Nollywood. But that theater doesn't have that.
Okay.
It has, but then they are still maybe a bit defunct, active in one area, not active in this area. Outside of Nollywood, what other film bodies do you know in Nigeria that is film?
I mean,
do you understand? But in Nigerian theater community, if you're not hearing about NANTAP, which is the National Association of Nigerian Theater Art Practitioners, you'll be hearing about SONTA, maybe Society of Nigerian Theater Artists. You know, those bodies are divided. They are not under one umbrella. But if there was something like that, that's a community. It's easier to build based on community. I mean, Emmanuel is doing plays in Ibadan. Emmanuel is doing plays in Ibadan. There's somebody that is doing in Lagos that you don't know. So everybody is just doing individualism. But if that ants can come together, just like the way Nollywood came together and it became that kind of community, then it's easier.
How do you go about your production costs?
So generally, like I like to tell people, my productions are always out of the pocket, meaning I use my own personal money
to fund
it.
Wow.
Yes. So first thing I do is make sure whoever is coming on board, like I told you earlier on, they have to be people of like minds
That have interest
that have
in
interest. So as you are
theater.
coming, I'm already clearing you. I'm already like
Okay.
me. I'm an honest person and I'm an open book.
Melo go be like say we go
Yeah,
fight.
I say we go come fight. So I let you know that this is how I operate.
Okay.
This is how my whole entire production house is working. These are my plans. So if it works with what your own
Mindset,
orientation
what you
or
came with,
plan
yeah.
before you came in is, fine, let's do work. I mean, I've had people come in and, you know, because they're looking at it from outside, they have this expectation that, oh, that guy, they cash out,
Guy na
why they
big
give him
guy.
every time. But the moment they come in and you give them the full orientation that, Baba Alpha,
Then go run.
and like this, they go run. Because everybody is trying to also survive. So if you're not
Definitely, if it's not
getting,
making
not like they are not getting paid, but you know that it gets some pay where you go, no, say, I collect money.
Yeah.
And it go be like some payment, you be like, well, we thank God. When I want something done, I get it done. As far as my plays are concerned, don't forget that we're talking about two things here.
Yeah.
My show and the play that happens at my show.
Yeah.
My play is standard. Whatever I need for the play to happen, the play will happen.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like I said, East is the next thing that money will bring in. Maybe I want a fully lit play of, maybe I need like 20 LEDs, 20 moving heads. Money can come in there and say, okay, yeah, I want it.
But when it comes to the
The stage play itself, I make sure that I want maximum results as much as I can with the little that I have. Yeah, the little that I can afford. But it doesn't mean that you will get here and not have the value. I am always prepared for whatever it is that might happen, literally. So whatever the case may be, whatever it is that is coming, I'm always a step ahead. I am a showrunner. I'm not just a director. I run shows too for people.
Okay.
So I have this insight and foresight at things that, okay, if I do this, what's the result that I'm going to get? If I don't do this, what's the result that happen? Okay, if this happen, what's the alternative? So generally, I'm always like that when I'm working.
Okay, so quickly, do you get okay for now for your stage plays that you get that you sell tickets for? Even though you say you don't like tell people that you sell tickets for, do you majorly place your mind at the return investment you're getting, or
Of
you
course.
do? Okay,
Of course, I do. Like I said, meeting people, telling them to come and see my play doesn't mean I necessarily give out free ticket to everyone. That was at the initial stage when the whole thing started, and I wanted more people.
I was thinking
to
interest
see
to
what-
come to play there.
Yeah. No. The ticketing is also a part of the way where it's part of my cost of production.
Okay.
But you know that the ticketing doesn't happen until during the
after.
show. So
It's like just a
So
post.
post. So it's just part of what we do.
Okay.
So it's still part of the cost of production to say, okay, how much are we making from the gate? What am I envisaging? How much am I going to make? Then we use that.
About feedback, do you base your next show? Do you do your postmortem depending on the feedback you get, or you do what you as the director wants to give out?
Well, personally, I am largely a community person.
What if what you believe in, what you want to give out, doesn't match with the feedback? If with the feedback, if they want another thing and what you want to give out to them is entirely another thing.
Well,
How
you
do
know that
balance
my
it?
responsibility is not just being a director. I'm also a producer.
Yeah.
Don't forget. And I also run a company, which is also a business.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that would help me in those three areas are what I'm going to put my time into. As a director, whatever I need to do that would make sure that people enjoy what I am giving to them is what I'll do. As a producer, whatever I am going to do that will not hurt me, that will not hurt my audience is what I'll put my money in. So I find a way to balance everything. But I get feedback from people. I mean, my mind and ears are all open for feedbacks, and based on that, I do my next assignment. Because before I jump into any production, I do my research. Okay, what's the acceptance going to be like based on the experience of previous production? What do people like seeing most? Do people want tragedy or do they want comedy? So I do my research, I do my table works. I have the ways where I reach out to my people if I need questions and answers, so for stuff. So that's how I go about it.
Thank you so very much. It's been an exciting time with you.
It's been an exciting time.
Thank you so very much.